Maria Corazon Cojuangco Aquino was a Filipino politician who served as the 11th President of the Philippines, becoming the first woman to hold that office. Corazon Aquino was the most prominent figure of the 1986 People Power Revolution, which ended the 21-year rule of President Ferdinand Marcos. The presidency of Corazon Aquino began following the triumph of the peaceful People Power Revolution when Corazon Aquino became President of the Philippines and spanned a 6-year period from February 25, 1986 to June 30, 1992. In 1986, during Corazon Aquino's presidency, the National Science and Technology Authority was replaced by the Department of Science and Technology, giving science and technology a representation in the cabinet. Under the medium-term Philippine Development Plan for the years 1987 to 1992, science and technology's role in economic recovery and sustainable economic growth was highlighted. During Corazon Aquino's State of the Nation address in 1990, she said that science and technology development shall be one of the top 3 priorities of the government towards an economic recovery. On August 8, 1988, Corazon Aquino created the Presidential Task Force for Science and Technology, which came up with the first Science and Technology Master Plan or STMP. The goal of STMP was for the Philippines to achieve newly industrialized country status by the year 2000. During her term, President Corazon Aquino encouraged scientists and inventors to bring the Philippines to its former position as second to only Japan in the field of science and technology. One of the goals of her administration was to achieve the status as being an industrialized country by 2000. The presidency of Fidel V. Ramos, also known as the Ramos administration, spanned for 6 years from June 30, 1992 to June 30, 1998. At the time of his assumption into power, Fidel Ramos was the third oldest person following Sergio Osmeña to become President of the Philippines at the age of 64. He is also the first Protestant president of the country and the only Filipino officer in history to have held every 100 rank in the Philippine military from second lieutenant to commander-in-chief. Fidel V. Ramos believes that science and technology was one of the means wherein the Philippines could attain the status of New Industrialized Country or NIC. During his term, he was able to establish programs that were significant to the field of science and technology. In 1993, Science and Technology Agenda for National Development or STAND was established. Among its priorities were: number 1, exporting winners identified by the TTI; number 2, domestic needs identified by the President's Council for Countryside Development; number 3, support industries; and number 4, coconut industry development. Congress during his term was able to enact laws that were significant for the field. Among were: number 1, Magna Carta for Science and Technology Personnel or the Republic Act No. 8439. Number 2, Science and Technology Scholarship Law of 1994 or the Republic Act No. 7687. And number 3, Inventors and Inventions Incentives Act or the Republic Act No. 7459. The Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines or the Republic Act No. 8293 was enacted during Ramos' term. The law provides industrial property rights, copyrights and related rights, and technology transfer arrangements.
Joseph Ejercito Estrada is a Filipino politician and former actor who served as the 13th President of the Philippines from 1998 to 2001, the 9th Vice President of the Philippines from 1992 to 1998, and the 26th Mayor of the City of Manila, the country's capital, from 2013 to 2019. In President Joseph Estrada's term, two major legislations that he signed were Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999, which was designed to protect and preserve the environment and ensure the sustainable development of its natural resources, and Electronic Commerce Act of 2000, which outlaws computer hacking and provides opportunities for new businesses emerging from the internet-driven new economy. He also signed the Executive Order Number 14 of 1998, or establishing the Presidential Commission on Year 2000 Compliance, which states that the state recognizes the vital role of communication and information in nation building. The Constitution also provides in Section 10, Article 14, that science and technology are essential for national development and progress. The state shall give priority to research and development, invention, innovation, and their utilization, and to science and technology education, training, and services. It shall support indigenous, appropriate, and self-reliant scientific and technological capacities and their application to the country's productive system and national life.
Maria Gloria Macaraig Macapagal Arroyo, born April 5, 1947, is a Filipino academic and former politician who was the 14th President of the Philippines from 2001 until 2010. She recently held the position of the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Philippines, making her the first woman to hold the position from 2018 until 2019 when she retired. In Gloria Macapagal Arroyo administration, the science and technology sector of the Philippines was dubbed as the Golden Age of Science and Technology by Secretary Estrella Albastro. Numerous laws and projects that concerns both the environment and science to push technology as a tool to increase the country's economic level. This is to help increase the productivity from science, technology, and innovations, or STI, and help benefit the poor people. Moreover, the term Philippinnovation was the coined term used in helping the Philippines to be an innovation hub in Asia. The STI was developed further by strengthening the schools and education system such as the Philippine Science High School, or PSHS, which focuses on science, technology, and mathematics in their curriculum. This helps schools produce more involved in this sector. Private sector were also engaged to participate in developing the schools through organizing events and sponsorships. Future Filipino scientists and innovators can be produced through this system. Helping the environment was one of the focus in developing technology in the Philippines. One of the more known laws to be passed by her developing technology in the Philippines. One of the more known laws to be passed by her administration was the RA 9367, or the Biofuels Act. This act promotes the development and usage of biofuels throughout the country. This potentially enables a cheaper alternative to gasoline as a medium in producing energy. Also, this benefits the environment since it boasts a cleaner emission compared to regular fuel. Yet, setbacks such as lack of raw materials is holding the full implementation of the law since importing the necessary materials are imported more. On one hand, drought-free rice was also highly encouraged to be used during her term. This enables farmers to produce rice despite the environmental hazards that slows or stops the production. In an effort to improve the efficiency of both land and water, the government imposes Republic Act 10601, which improves the agriculture and fisheries sector through mechanization, or AFMEC. RA 10601 covers research, development, and extension, or RDE, promotion, distribution, supply, assembling, manufacturing, regulation, use, operation, maintenance, and project implementation of the agricultural fisheries, machinery, and equipment. Section 4. Benigno Simeon Cojuangco Aquino III is a Filipino politician who served as the 15th President of the Philippines from 2010 and 2016. Aquino is a fourth-generation politician and the chairman of the Liberty Party from 2010 to 2016. In 2014, Aquino conferred 4 new national scientists for their contribution in the scientific field. Academicians Gavino Citrono, Angel Alcala, Ramon C. Barba, and Edgardo de Gomez was honored in their respective fields. Trono's contribution helped a lot of families in the coastal population through the extensive studies he made on seaweed species. On the other hand, Alcala serves as the pioneer scientist and advocate of coral reefs aside from his contribution in the fields of systematics, psychology, and herpetology. Barba's contribution changes the seasonal supply of fresh fruits to an all-year-round availability of mangoes through a study on the induction of flowering of mango and micropropagation of important crop species. Lastly, Gomez steered the national-scale assessment of damaged coral reefs, which led a national conservation. Biosafety of the Philippines, NCBP, probably one of the first among developing countries. The NCBP mandate is to ensure that only biotechnology products safe for human food, health, and environment are introduced and researched upon on her country. The present administration of President Benigno S. Aquino III is providing substantial funds for modern biotechnology, scientific research and technology development in the Department of Science and Technology or DOST, Department of Agriculture or DA, and in the University of the Philippines System or UP.
Rodrigo Roa Duterte, also known as Digong, is a Filipino politician who is the 16th President of the Philippines and the first from Mindanao to hold the office. He is the chairperson of PDP Laban, the ruling political party. President Duterte signed a law, the Balik Scientist Program, which aims to support the participation of the Filipino in science and technology. The program shall aim to strengthen the scientific and technological human resource of the academic, public, and private institutions, including locally registered enterprises, in order to promote knowledge sharing and accelerate the flow of new technologies to the country.